Assalamu alaikum. Myself Ahkam Ansari. Student, I am back again with yet another video lecture of impressive web designing. In this particular video lecture, our topic will be list. What is list? List, if you ask a definition of list or if you search what is the definition of list, in simple word you will find that list is a set of related information or related data. For example, if I give a daily basis example, when you visit any hotel, the first thing is that when waiter comes to you and he offers something in the form of a booklet or a menu card. In that booklet or that pamphlet, you will get a list of item offered by that particular hotel, and that list or that item are nothing but some special dishes of that particular hotel. Means if you are looking for Chinese, so there could be items of Chinese item. If you are looking for Indian dishes, you will get some list of Indian dishes. So the dishes name are arranged in a manner, that manner is called as a list. Okay, so we will find n number of the lists. So these lists are categorized in two ways. Sometimes you will find the list is in the form of number. The first number you will find Chinese dish. In Chinese dish you will find noodles, you will find fried rice, you will find many things you will find, but the list is in the form of number. Okay, then sometime you will find a list which don't have any number. You will get some bullet type or some point wise it will written, but it will not be numbered. So list can be categorized in two ways. One list can be a order list, and order list means what? The list which have certain numbering. Okay, numbering, and numbering can be of any form. You can say numbering can be start from 1 2 3 4, that's in numerical form, or sometimes you will find that the sequence is in the form of alphabetical like A B C D, or sometimes this sequence is in the form of Roman number. Okay, so if you find a list which have certain sequence, okay, which have certain number, so that kind of list is called as a order list, where we can say this list is in the form of some certain order, and how you can find it is in order or not on the basis of numbering 1 2 3 4 A B C or in Roman number. Okay, but the second list or the second type of list is called as a unordered, where there is no numbering. Okay, but you will find sometimes you will find some asterisk, or sometimes you will find a disc or bullet, okay, or some square. So these are some symbol used for that list. So these things, if you want to create, as we know today, we know the people are very what you can say, they look to go to different hotels, they like to visit different hotel, and normally today people mostly search in number of the website. They search for hotels, they search for dhaba on online. Okay, so if you want to create such menu in your website, so how you will create? Okay, so the thing is that you can create this type of list, you can create this type of pamphlet, this type of booklet, or this type of prospectus, like you can say. So in that you can insert this item in the form of order list and in the form of unordered list. So HTML and CSS provide some tag and some property. By using these HTML properties or attribute, you can create this type of list or this type of menus. Okay, so the HTML tag which is used to create a list is called as we know, we have two types of list. One is order list. So to create order list, HTML provide OL tag. Okay, HTML provide OL tag to create ordered list. And I have given an example of order list. For example, it's a programming language. There's a heading called programming language. Inside that we have n number. Like if you visit any hotel, you will get Chinese items. Okay, so just under that heading you will get n number of the items. Okay, so here we have certain numbers 1 2 3 4, means this list is a list which is ordered list, means you will see the numbering 1 2 3 4, means it is in order. That's why it's called as a order list. In the same way, we have in right hand side you will get unordered list. Why? Because again we have operating systems is a heading, and under that operating system heading we have n number of the items. these are called as items, okay, where Windows, iOS, Android and Linux, these are some list items, okay. But when you see the left hand side, these lists are indicated by some bullets, or you can say disk, okay. What is the difference between circle and disk? Both are the same. The only thing is that disk is filled and circle is unfilled, okay. So this is a symbol. This symbol is called as a disk. And again, if you notice, there is no sequence, there is no ordering, okay. But in that case, there is a sequence. Java is on first, C# is on second, C+ on third, and PHP is on fourth, okay. But there is no sequence. So if there is no order, actually sequence and order, the meaning is same. So this list is called as a unordered list, because there is no sequence, there is no ordering, okay. Linux can be first, or Android can be first or second, because there is no numbering. But in this case, in order list, there is a number. If you write C# on top, okay, so the number for C# is second, so there could be a mismatch or misnumbering. That's why it's called as a ordered list. There is certain order. So if you want to create this type of list, we have, or HTML provide a tag called OL tag, and again there is a certain attribute. As you know, HTML tag have certain attribute also. So OL tag have certain attribute. Mostly it uses 3 attribute. The first one is a type, then second is a start, and third one is a reverse, okay. I will tell you what does it mean by a type, reverse or start, but for time being, just try to understand. If you want to create list, so we can create list of, obviously we can create list, but which type of list you want to create? Either you want to create OL, that is order list, or you want to create unordered list. So if you want to create unordered list, you have to use UL tag. What is mean by UL? That is unordered list. And what is mean by OL? That is a order list. So this is the main tag and this is a container tag, okay. This is the container tag. Why? Because by using only OL or by using only UL, you cannot create. This tag is compulsory, but if you want to add items, okay, because a list cannot be of a single statement or single line. A list means what? More than one, at least more than one, okay. So if you want to add list item, so you need a tag called LI. So LI tag is used to add list items. So operating system is a heading under which we have n number of the list items, okay. So Windows, iOS, Android, Linux, these are the list items. In the same way, Java, C#, these are the list items, okay. So now I just want to conclude that we can create list in HTML. So which type of list we can create? We can create ordered list, and we can also create unordered list. If you want to create ordered list, we have UL OL tag, and if you want to create unordered list, we have UL tag. And LI tag is used to add list items in both, okay. So LI is common. Either you want to create ordered or you want to create unordered list. Now I am moving towards some attributes of OL tag, then I will show you some attribute of UL tag, okay. So the first we will moving towards the attribute of OL tag, that is a ordered list. Now the first attribute of OL tag is a type. What is meant by type actually? Type means which type, because I am talking about ordered list, means there is a certain numbering or there is a certain sequence. So if you want to create an ordered list, you have to use, if you want to use, I just want to tell you, if you want to use type attribute, if you want to use type attribute, the default value is number like this, okay. The default value is number like this, and it will start from 1, okay. The default value of OL tag of type attribute is number, something like that, but it will start from 1. If you want use start attribute, okay, try to understand type attribute. Again, don't worry if you are not getting, I'm just trying to explain you, but if you not get what I am trying to explain, I will show you in coding, then you will get the clear picture what I am talking about, okay. So don't worry, just for time being try to understand type is an attribute of OL tag which is used to define which type of list you are going to create. Which type means, again it's a ordered list, but in ordered list we have certain name. Here I am using alphabet, that's the character ABC. So if you want to create ABC, so you have to mention A in type. In the same way, if you want to, the default is number. If you want to use type, it will generate number. Or even if you want to use a capital A, small a, so according to type value it will be your numbering. Okay, even you can add a Roman number. Okay, so I will show you just which type of list, order list you want. You have to specify in type attribute. What is mean start? As we know, I am working in ordered or sequence list. So from where you want to start your sequence, by default it will start from 1. If you want assign, it will start from 1, but you can start from 50. So if you start from 50, so the first character or the first item will be 50, then accordingly 51, 52, 53 upon the basis of your list items range. Okay, right now we have 4 items. So if I start from 50, so 51, 52, 53, and then I am moving toward reversed. What is mean by reversed? The by default value is not reverse. The by default value is sequential. Means if you want to use reverse, it will start from 1 and it will move up to the number of the list item you have. But if you use reverse attribute, there is no value for reverse attribute. Okay, there is no value. Just you need to write reverse, then it will reverse the sequence. For example, if you have written 5, starting value is your 5, so it will reverse. Okay, it will reverse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will show you, don't worry. Okay, now I am moving towards the attribute of UL tag. Okay, attribute of UL tag, that is a unordered list. UL means unordered. There is only one attribute, that is called type. Why? Because it is unordered. Okay, there is no numbering, there is no starting or ending value, there is no reverse. Okay, that's why we have only one attribute, that is a type. So which type of unordered list you want? So there is a disk, circle and square. These are 3 attributes. And in your syllabus, please student, please pay attention. It is very important what I am talking about. Even just try to understand this line or this sentence. Type is an attribute, or type is the only attribute which is supported in UL tag, and type have 3 value. One is disk, one is circle and one is square. Okay, but in our syllabus, that is our updated syllabus, according to our syllabus, these values are not supported in HTML5. Please make this note. All 3 values of type attribute in UL tags are not supported in HTML5. This sentence is given in your textbook. This sentence is given in your textbook. Okay, but student, I have checked, currently I am working in HTML5, it is working. So I think you have to go with your textbook, because you have to give exam according to your textbook. So this sentence is mentioned in your textbook, but it is working. Even I will show you it is working. But if you want to use this, means what I am trying to say, it is working in HTML5, but your textbook says it is not supported. Initially it was working, before HTML5 it was working, but even I have checked, it is working right now. But if we go with book, again if you want to use this book, these attributes, you can use by using CSS. Okay, even if you require these attributes to use this property to use in unordered list, you can use. If you go with this book, or so you can use by using CSS. So the property for using disk, circle and square for UL tag is list hyphen style hyphen type. Okay, so this is the property. This, the red color I have given, this is the property. Okay, to assign type to your list, and you here you where I have given green color, here you can assign your values, and values can be disk, circle or square. Okay student, so the first thing here, first we will do this one, that is the OL tag, then we will move to a UL tag. Okay, so I am going to start my notepad application. First thing is that I will create a simple HTML page, then I will add ordered list. Okay, so I am moving toward notepad. This is my notepad. I am going to start doc type HTML, then I will write HTML, the first line of HTML page and the last line of HTML page, that is HTML and opening and closing. Now the first tag will be head tag, on head, sorry, then last tag will be head tag. After that I will add body tag, one of the most important tag. Whatever you write inside opening and closing body, it will display in your browser. Okay, now the first thing is that I am going to write H1, and inside that H1 I will write ordered list. Okay, I just want to change the background, BG color equal to, I am going to take red, and text color is by default black, let it be. So let me save the file. I am going to save it list.html. Okay, I am currently saving on my desktop. Let me show you the output what we have just created before inserting any list. So this is my file which I have just created. So now I have just added one H1 tag in which I have mentioned ordered list. So this is my output. Now I am going to add my list. So on list, first you will have certain heading. For example, now I am going to take H3, and inside that I am going to write science. Okay, this is my heading. Under science, okay, under science I have list. Okay, so I am going to use order list, so I will write OL, and I will write closing OL. As we know, OL is a container tag. Okay, means it has n number of the other tag, and that n number is nothing but our li tag. So if you save this file right now, you will get the H1 and H3, because we have yet not added any list item, so we will not get any list item over here. Flip back to your browser. Now see, this is coming from H1 and this is coming from H3. Okay, now under this I am going to add some list. Okay, so to add list item, just add li tag. Li tag is used to add list item. I have added li tag. Okay, so even you can have in same line li opening, this is the li tag, that is the list item opening, and this is the list item closing. Now I am going to add the subject name, for example English. Let me save the file. This is the first item in my list. Let me refresh. Now see, in science, under science you will get English, the first thing. After that I am going to just copy it, Ctrl C, and just paste it. Instead of English, now I am going to change to physics. Okay, let me save. I have added another list item, that is physics. So you will get number 2, physics. In the same way we can add control V, chemistry. Okay, save it, refresh. Now you will get chemistry, and I will add one more thing, last one, that is biology. Okay, I have added biology. Getting student means I have created a list, that is order list, where order start from 1 to 4 because we have 4 items. So this is called as a order list. You will notice that I have not given any attribute inside the oil take, but still it is coming, or it is in sequential and starting from 1 to 3. This is the default value. Number is a default value in order list. So you can change this number to in Roman number, or even you can change in alphabet, that is a capital ABC or small ABC. If you want to change these numbering, you can use an attribute called type. Okay, so if you want to change the list type, you have to use type attribute, type equal to. So if you write type equal to A, capital A, let me save. Now it will change to ABCD. Okay student, because now your list type is ABCD. Getting? In the same way, if you use capital A, small a, like this. Okay, let me save the file. Flip back to your browser. Now when you refresh, this ABCD will change to small ABC. Okay, currently we are working on order list. There is a certain sequence and order. Okay, even you can use Roman numbers, like if you want to use from, so you have to write a small I. For a Roman number, you have to write a small I. Save it, refresh it. Now 1 2 3 4. Okay, even if you write capital I, okay, refresh. Now it's in Roman number. Getting the student, I am using type attribute. So by using type, we can change our order list. Okay, now I am going to use one more attribute, that is order. Okay, or first I will show you the reverse. Okay, reverse I am using. What is the meaning of reverse? It will reverse the number. Means initially it is starting from 1 2 3 4. So when I refresh the file, it will start from 4 3 2 1. I am not sure, I think. Reversed, maybe. Okay, so now it's a 4 3 2 1. Why? Because I have used reversed as a attribute of oil type. Getting student? Now for example, if you don't use this one, type equal to, if you don't use type, and if you don't use reverse also. Okay, now see what is the effect. Means we are at initial state where our default value will come, that is a 1 2 3 4. Okay, but you can start your sequence from any number. Okay, currently it's starting from 1 2 3 4, but you can start from any number. Like you want to start from 50, you want to start from 50 or 100. So you have to write start equal to 100. For example, I have written start equal to 100. Okay, now when I refresh, it will start from 100, 100, 101, 102, 103. Getting, student? So these are the attribute and its values and its effect on our list. So we have done with our order list. We have seen the attribute of order, that is a type. In type we have seen this type of this, either it can be number or it can be alphabet or it can be Roman. Then we have seen start attribute. By using start we can start from any number or any alphabet. In the same way, then we have seen reverse attribute of tag, which reverse our numbering or our sequence. Okay. Now we are moving toward our next section of the today's lecture, that is a unordered list. Okay. So the only thing is that I will not change the whole page, or I will not take the whole page, because already we have completed 26 minutes of this video. So I don't want to create so long video. Just I will change, instead of order I will write unorder. Okay, then I will write, instead of science I will put IT. Okay, and I will just add one more subject, IT. So I want to add items, I will write LI, then I will write closing LI. Between that I will add one more subject, that is the IT. Okay, and instead of OL, student, are you getting or not? What I have just changed, I have changed this content, means S3 is S3 over here. Instead of order I have just changed unordered, and in science initially it was science stream, now I have taken science IT. Okay, now main thing is that initially I was working with OL tag, there's an order list. Now I am going to use unordered list. So to create unordered I have to take UL tag. So here I have changed UL tag. So here we have to change closing UL tag. Now list items are same, because to create list item we have to use LI in UL as well as in OL tag. So I will not change anything over here. Okay, now it is my simple unordered list. And you will notice, let me show the output. Instead of numbering you are getting, you will get bullet. See, now it's an unordered list. And science IT, now English IT, physics, chemistry, biology, these are the list item. This item we have just added. Okay, and you will see the symbol. This is the bullet, or you can say it's a disk symbol. Okay, in your book it's given that the type attribute is not working, it's not given, it says it's not supporting actually, but let me show you, it's working. Okay, so if you use remove, because these are not valid attribute. Okay, now I am going to use type attribute, type equal to, I am going to take disk. Okay, type equal to disk, I will take type equal to disk. No, instead of disk, because disk is also already coming, I am going to use square. Okay, square I have given. See the output, student, it's working, but I don't know why in your book is given. Maybe now you will get a square, the symbol is a square. Now if you change to circle, because we have 3, circle, type equal to circle. So now you will get unordered list called circle. Okay, now if you change to disk, that is the default. Okay, when I save the file, refresh, now this will be filled. Okay, this is called the disk. Getting, student, it is working, but in our book it's given it's not supported. Let it be. but in your book it's also given if you want to apply these property, like to use unordered list type attribute, you can use by using CSS. So simple how to use CSS in your HTML. Just we have three ways to use. We have seen, we have already learned this thing. We can apply CSS in three ways. One is inline, one is internal, and one is external. So if you want to use internal, you have to use style over here, or you can use inline. So if you want to use inline, just write style as an attribute, then equal to, then inside double equal to, you have to use a property given by the CSS to make unordered list in type attribute. Okay, so what you will do, first you have to write list. Okay, I just want to show you the property given by the, see this one, list, then hyphen style, then hyphen type. This is the attribute to use CSS. Okay, style, then type. Now you have given, this is the property, then you have to assign value by using colon, then you have to assign value. Value is, for example, your square, then at the end you have to put semicolon. Okay, so this is the CSS I am using. Okay, save it. Now back to your, currently it's in disk or bullet. Now when I refresh, it will change to square, but this time it's coming from your CSS, not from HTML type attribute. Why? Because we have not used HTML type attribute in this line. This is HTML tag, but I have not used type attribute. Instead of that, I have used CSS, that is a inline CSS. To insert inline CSS, you have to write style as a tag, then you have to mention in double quote, you have to mention the property and value. So list style type is a property, and we have square as a value. So we have three values. First we have seen square, then we can see the circle also. When I put circle, let me save the file. When I refresh, this symbol change to circle. Okay, these are coming from your CSS, not from your HTML. Even you can have the last one, that is a disk. Okay, save the file, flip back to your browser, it will change. Okay student, now we have finished our today's topic. I hope you could understand what we have learned today. This was a very important topic because we have seen order and unordered list, and you have noticed that in every website, if you search any website, there is a list of item, or you will find a number of the list. So I think now you got the chance to create a list in HTML or in CSS. Okay, I just want to close this video. If you have any query or any question related to this video or this topic, that is the ordered list and unordered list, feel free to post your comment. Inshallah, I will try to reply you soon. Thank you. That's for today. Allah Hafiz.